What I've been doing lately is going around the country and doing talks on lots of different subjects. So we'll go through just a little bit, but what I'd like to talk about first is I'm a big passion guy. I think that you've got to be passionate about what you do if you're going to do it well and you're going to be successful. So I was asked earlier today about the economy. Should we tell our students don't go into architecture because the economy is so challenging? No, I don't think so. I mean, that's not what I believe. What I believe is that ultimately you'll be successful at something because you work really hard at it. And in a way, I'm kind of living proof. So I'm working today. I'm passionate about the field of architecture. But anyway, I love to talk about passion. I think that bottom line is what we should be talking to our students about. Go to an architect's office, work, figure out whether or not you're passionate about it, go for it. In the beginning of some of the talks, I talk about 4 simple questions. What do you want to do? What do you love to do? What are you good at? What can you make? Architects ask questions about projects that we're working on all the time. We can ask ourselves these questions to figure out whether or not what we're passionate about. There are 3 guys that I bring up in my talks, and some of you may be very familiar. We got Henry Ford. This is just about passion. Henry Ford, born in Detroit, Michigan. This guy, he takes apart his friends' watches. This is what he loves to do. But his father is a farmer, and his dad wants him to be a farmer too, and this kid can't. He's taking apart watches. He eventually leaves home to become a machinist. He works for Thomas Edison. That's crazy. I mean, what a great job. He invents the quadricycle. He founds the Detroit Automobile Company. What happens? It goes bankrupt. The guy loses everything. The same year he founds the Ford Automobile Company. That goes on to become the Ford Motor Company. His company developed the assembly line. I mean, that's unbelievable. He took the Model T to market, his first successful mass-produced automobile in the world. He was passionate about putting stuff together. Walt Disney, another great story. Born in Chicago, he loves to draw. He draws cartoons for his parents and his friends. He loves that stuff. He eventually draws cartoons for his school newspaper. Then he goes away to World War I, works as an ambulance driver. He comes back. He wants to get work for a newspaper drawing cartoons. He can't get work. Nobody will hire him to draw cartoons, but he's passionate about it. He opens his first animation company in 1920, and what happens? He goes bankrupt. Or the same thing that happened to Henry Ford. He goes bankrupt, but he didn't stop because he's passionate about what he does. Eventually, he opens his second in Hollywood with his brother, goes on to become Walt Disney Company, worth billions today. Passion. Ben and Jerry. So these guys are great. Ben and Jerry are like friends in high school. They're on the track team and they stink. Ben Cohen works as, look at that list, McDonald's cashier, armored truck guard, delivery man, mop boy, janitor, ER clerk, and taxi driver. This guy does all those jobs. And Jerry Greenfield's a lab tech and he can't even get into college. He tries 2 times and they don't accept him. So they spend $5 on a correspondence course through Penn State University to make ice cream. They brought social activism to big business. Today, a big deal